What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Jim West here, and today I'm going to be reviewing, I know I'm a little late to the party, but the brand new Prodigy M5. I've got three different plastics here. I got two 400 glows, a 750 glimmer, and a standard 400. I don't have all the plastics, but that's fine. The one I currently bag right now is this stock run of 400 M5. This thing right here is just dead straight, holds good turn for me, just stuff like that. But me checking out the other plastics as well, see how they fly. Right now, going this way, we got a little bit of a slightly right to left, more tailwind than anything, so it's gonna be a little more stable. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it and see how they fly. It's the stock run and stock stamp M5. Very nice and glidey. As you can see, even in the tailwind, it's still pretty straight. It's the USDGC edition Glimmer M5. I believe it was 750 Glimmer. A little high, a little nose up, but still very straight. Got some good glide to them. Stuff really, really good for an understable mid. To have good glide, just dead straight. See if I can get the nose down a little better on this one. That's more like it. Got the flip up to flat and just let it ride. Dead straight finish. Even with the tailwind, a dead straight finish. That's the kind of stuff I really love. I'm a hyzer flip guy. I love the more understable stuff. Also, because as you can see, I'm a lefty. So we got to be able to shape a lot of things. That's why I absolutely love some of the more understable plastics. Same thing with that one, 400 glow. Nice flip up to dead straight. Now, after seeing those flights, I did bring some other discs here to compare them to. When I was open bag before I joined the Prodigy team, I used to bag a lot of Discmania. So this is the Midnight Prowl 2 Origin. I've got I believe it's a Neutron hex here. I know it's a hex, I just think it's Neutron. And I have the brand new prototype, Paul Macbeth Malita right here. So we're going to throw these real quick and see how they compare to those flights of the M5. We'll start with the Origin Midnight Prowl 2. Little nose up, but again, pretty much identical to that first shot that I threw with the M5 there, where I had that little bit of nose up on it and it just held the angle. Nice soft finish. All right, brand new first throw ever with the Melita here. I have no idea about this. M5 fly all day. Exactly the same there. Nice little dead straight, hold the angle, put nice push on there. And then first time throwing this particular hex. I've thrown them in the past, this stuff, but this one right here I've never thrown, so see how the Neutron flies. Okay, it's got a little bit more stability to it. We can see it actually hooked up and went to the right over there. So I'm going to gather those up. We'll be right back. All right, so we got those back. All of them pretty much within just like 4 or 5 feet of each other distance-wise. I'm going to try and hit them a little bit harder this time, going down, and then we're going to see how they handle the headwind on the way back this time. That was low, but I got a little more stand-up out of it. Even as low as that was, it flipped up to flat. Still very nice. That was the stock stamp. This is the 750 Glimmer. Nice and straight along that line. As you can see, I'm not the most consistent thrower out there. I usually play MA2 on a good day, like on a really good round or something like that. I can compete in MA1, so around there is where I usually play. There we go. I got the snap on that one. Nice and straight. I love just a dependable flip up to flat, dead straight mid. Got that one flat out of the hand even, and it didn't burn over. I've had a lot of understable mids in the past. Like completely, if I hit them flat, they just flip and burn over on me. So it's really nice that these can even do that. They won't do that, I should say. There's a better hit on the hex. A little straighter, not as hard of a finish. I also didn't get it as high at times. So here's the Melita. There we go. That thing stood up just a little bit to hold that straight. Therefore, all these discs flying very, very similar. I would say probably with the exception of the hex, it's a little bit on the flippier side. Excuse me, on the hex a little more on the stable side. Excuse me. And that origin just dead straight, just how I remember. This time, you can probably hear it in the microphone, but we got the headwind going back. So I know I'm gonna have to put a little more hyzer on these, but we're gonna see how they hold up to the extra bit of the headwind. Going from about the 10-yard line is right up there. So I let that out dang near vertical, and it flipped over. So we got a decent little headwind here, and so we got a storm rolling in later. So oh, look at that, Melita didn't flip over. Heads up. Okay, it stalled out. That was a bad throw. That was a bad throw. All right. There's people walking around the track here. All right, let's try this again. Not sky it. There we go. It holds the turn, but it doesn't burn over and just turn into a roller. So I love that. Being able to at least handle a headwind to some extent. At the Midnight Prowl 2 going out stuff. Too much hyzer, and that was early. Right next to the Melita. There we go. There's the 400 glow broodling stamp. See, I knew it could handle the headwind. I just had to get a good throw. So, like I said, not the most consistent player, but I feel like these reviews from the lower tier players essentially are the better ones. Yank that one. Look at that hold the angle though. That hold the hyzer the whole way. I feel like these reviews are a little better though from like the sub 900 players because that's more of the bulk of the disc golf population and stuff are the lower tier players and stuff like that that are at your local C tiers and leagues and things like that. You know, so you see how they fly more realistic arm speed and whatnot. I feel like it's a better showcase of what that disc is actually going to do for the majority of people. Now we're going to see what a lot of people use the understable stuff for are like big holding turnovers. So I'm going to do my best to hit all these enough height and on some Annie. Watch them just pan in the tailwind here. It's kind of shifted to more of a straight tailwind rather than a right to left now, so wind shifting on us a little bit. It got back to flat, but never really hyzered out, just kind of dropped straight down. That was the Midnight Prowl 2. This is the new Malita right here. Oh, that was a bad throw. That was a bad throw. We're not counting that one. Freaking hit myself. Hey, and here's the Hex. That was low. Bad throw. Okay, so the only good one so far has been the Origin. There's the Glimmer M5. Held rather nicely. Ooh, a little baby Annie, dead straight. Just holds. I love those little baby Annie shots, and they just drift. Just like that. Not a big sky turnover or nothing like that. Just have that nice pull. A slight bend to the left and just pull. See, I get a little more air into this one. There we go. Holding that turn very, very nice in the tailwind. So as you guys saw, notice the background might be a little different. I had to move sides and stuff there. Had some kids join up, play some football over there. So want to share the field. Always be respectful of where you're practicing, things like that. Open fields, football fields, things like that. So just try and represent the sport very well. That being said, that was the brand new Prodigy M5 that just released in 3 different plastics here. Uh, so yeah, these things are just absolutely amazing mid ranges. Even in a tailwind, you saw they'll hold the turnover, hold the angle that you put them on. You can get them to flip up even a little bit in a tailwind. You hit it right, they can handle some power. There's even some other reviews out there. I don't have the best sidearm and stuff to really showcase how well they can handle the torque, but they can handle some sidearm torque on there. You can get them to flip up, get a full S flight there. Just these retools are absolutely amazing. The profile feels great. To me, it matches the hand feel of my old Midnight Prowl 2 that you guys saw fly as well. So, yeah, this is the disc that I've been waiting for to come out. The understable mid-range slot. Not necessarily the M5 before I knew they were coming out with the M5, but the true understable mid-range slot. The numbers on it are -2, +0.5 on the fade, and stuff. And I feel like it's very true to those numbers there. They absolutely killed it with these Carolina Reaper stamps, the Broodling little baby dragon stamp there, and this stamp that they sent me from the warehouse with the Ghost Prodigy stamp, the green M5, absolutely gorgeous. The warehouse has been on top of their game with the stamps as of late. So definitely go check out one at prodigydisc.com or your local retailer that carries Prodigy. Go grab you an M5. They are great for any skill level of player. You'll see you got reviews from like Jake Hebenheimer out there, stuff touring level, top level pro, insane power. He can throw these with some power and control them, all the way down to the brand new beginner players and stuff. Like a buddy of mine plays MA4 pretty consistently and things like that. He can get some movement out of these and some amazing, great flights as well. So definitely go check one out. You will not be disappointed.